Well, my name is Karim Ghazali. I came to Ghana in 2009 as part of the Sara Group, as part of. Okay, you want me to start over? Okay. My name is Karim Ghazali. I'm the general manager of HighFlow. HighFlow Ghana is a subsidiary of Sara Group, that stands for Saudi Arabian Agencies. We have been in the Middle East since 1967. We started our business in Jeddah in Saudi Arabia in 1967, and since then we've expanded throughout multiple countries in the Middle East, including Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Kuwait, Bahrain, Oman, Syria, Lebanon, and in 2009 we came to Ghana, and God willing, in the next month or two we'll be opening operation in Cote d'Ivoire, in Abidjan. So we have extensive experience in the building material distribution business. I myself, I come from a background um, that goes back about 22 years. I started in the tile business in Lebanon, and then I moved back to the U.S., which is where I'm originally from. I moved back to the U.S. with my family, and I worked also in the tile business there for about 10 years. And then I came back to our sister company, Sara, and I was chosen to establish our operation in Africa. So we started, like I said, we started HighFlow, which is a subsidiary of Sara Group in Ghana. We started operation in 2010.
So why formed your decision to set up a branch in Ghana? Do you think Ghana has a viable economy for your kind of product?
First of all, before we talk about the economy, I want to talk about Ghana as a country.
Okay.
Ghana as a country is a beautiful country. The people are lovely, very friendly, very inviting. The culture is beautiful in Ghana, and they welcome you. They welcome you with open arms. So that's first and foremost. Now, when it comes to the business aspect of coming to Ghana, back in 2008, 2009, when we were studying the market, we saw a very prosperous future coming to Ghana in many aspects of the business, but mainly with the introduction of the oil sector in Ghana. That helped out significantly in the decision-making process. You also see the GDP growth over the previous years. Um, that was among the highest in Africa, if not the highest. And then we discussed it among the board of directors, and the decision was taken to start in Ghana. So, like I said, we've been here operational since 2010, and we hope to be here for many more years to come.
That's good to know. So how has it been so far?
It's been excellent, actually. I mean, aside from the economic challenges that we've had over the last 3-4 years, um, um, we've still managed to gain market share. We respect our competition. Competition is healthy. We with our product lines that we bring in, we we work on a basis of bringing in brands and not just simply products. We bring in name brands. We bring in brands from Europe. We bring in brands from Asia. We bring in brands from the US, from South America, all over the world. So we try to bring a healthy variety of products that a lot of Ghanaian people living abroad in the US, in the UK, in South America, they're familiar with. So you'll see it on their faces when they come to us and they say, "Oh, you have this product. I used to live in Brazil, for example, and I've seen that, or I lived in the UK and I saw this product." So they have knowledge about the products that we bring in, and they can appreciate and understand the value that comes with the products.
Okay, so do clients really consider brands when it comes to purchases or their functionality?
Well, actually, they nowadays I've noticed just having been operational since 2010 here. When we first started, it was in its infancy about recognizing brands, but they realized, or I realized that they started appreciating the brands more as time went by. They started with the with the development of the internet and the ease of information via the internet and easier access to travel to Europe and the US, they've become more familiar with the brands, and they've seen how they're represented in Europe, and when they started seeing it in Ghana, it was like a relief for them, because in the past when they wanted quality in Ghana, they couldn't find it. And now they come to Ghana and they see brands like Villeroy and Boch. They see brands like Grohi. They see brands like Pavigres. All these brands that they see overseas, but they never saw here in Ghana. They started seeing it, and it's a relief to them, because in the past they used to have to bring it from abroad and worry about the hassle of traveling with it. Will it break? Will it not break? Will it arrive in good condition? Can I use it? What if there's a problem? They don't have after-sales support, things like that. So what we did was not only offer them the product itself, but also offer them the technical know-how about what that product entails. So it is a relief to have the brands here, and the brand recognition is growing day by day.
Okay, so what's your niche market?
Our niche market, we don't cater to the low-end markets. The low-end markets being the inexpensive, the low-quality Chinese products that come in, the products that are here just for some people bring in products to Ghana and to other parts of Africa just for the sake of making a dollar on it.
So in other words, your products are expensive?
No, our products are not expensive. The products we give value for the money that they spend. They're not expensive compared to what they would spend for the same products overseas. So if they go to Europe and they ask for Villeroy and Boch sanitary ware, they will pay approximately the same price they would pay in Ghana. So they're getting the same value for their money. They're only getting it in their home country and not abroad. Now, your question, are our products expensive? No, they're not expensive for what you get. They're not expensive for what you get, but we also offer various price levels. So we can come today and say say, if you want something that's fairly inexpensive compared to European or American made products, we also have that. We manufacture products in China and in Malaysia and in Thailand. However, we manufacture them based on first choice material. Case in point, you take the iPhone, for example. The iPhone is made in China, but it's good quality. A pen, a T-shirt. You go and you can go to China today, to any factory, and say, you know what, I want to buy a T-shirt, but I'll pay $5 for a T-shirt. Other people they say, I'll pay $1 for a T-shirt. Well, you pay $1 for a T-shirt, you wash it one time, and that's it. It's gone. You pay $5 for a T-shirt, it'll last you months. You see the difference. But but both are manufactured in China. So basically, it boils down to you get what you pay for. That's the end result of that. So we offer excellent quality for the money that the customer is paying.
So what's your assessment of the sanitary ware market? Obviously, you have competition.
Definitely, and like I said before, competition is healthy. It keeps us on our feet, as they say. So we always try to make sure that we're innovative. We don't imitate. We always like to innovate, and what we enjoy doing is we enjoy seeing how the market evolves over time. We enjoy seeing what people are interested in. A lot of people come to us and say, you know what, I was in Europe and I saw this unique bathtub or this unique jacuzzi or this unique WC, okay, and I'd like to get something like that here in Ghana, and then that sparks interest in us, because we're like, okay, now people are starting to ask us about that particular product. Let's consider bringing that in. So it is a tough market. We are having to compete with many other suppliers of building materials that have similar products. But the good thing about what we offer is that we offer high-end brands at affordable prices. And we're lucky to have clientele of all different sectors. We sell to projects, we sell retail, we sell to wholesale markets. So we have different levels, different levels of clientele that we sell to. It's not just focused on one segment of the distribution business.
In light of competition,
Mhm.
how do you handle customer feedback?
We welcome it with open arms, customer feedback, good or bad. I'd like to say 100% of people like everything that we do, but nobody's perfect. You always have, I mean, you're gonna have every now and then somebody who had a small incident here, small incident there, and that happens all over the any sector of business that you have. But we welcome customer feedback. We enjoy customer feedback, and we take it very seriously, both the positive aspect of it and any negative that may or may not occur. So when anything does happen that was unsatisfactory, we address it immediately. We solve the problem with the client, and the client does not leave here unhappy.
In terms of brands, what would you say is the favorite of most clients?
The favorite of most clients, I'd have to, before you ask that type of a question, you have to look at the budget of each client. So when somebody comes in and says, okay, I want cheap, I want inexpensive product, you can't take them to Villeroy and Boch. You have to take them to another brand that is within their budget. So you can't look at it from that aspect. You want to look at it each customer individually. When they walk in, it's up to us to know the customer, to get to know the customer, to understand what their needs are. Because a lot of times when people come into a shop like ours, as you did, they get overwhelmed. They see like 10, 20, 30 WCs, cabinets, basins, taps, all different shapes and sizes and things like that, and then they get lost. They're like, oh my God, I don't know what I want to do. Give me some ideas. So it's up to us to understand from them numerous things. Among them, what kind of taste do they have? Do they like classical? Do they like modern? Do they like contemporary designs? What type of design do they want? Okay, that's number one. Number two, what kind of budget do they have? Number three, is it a large project? Are they doing it for themselves, or are they doing it for someone else? So we need to understand the scope of what they're after, and then we direct them to brands that will suit all aspects of their needs.
Okay. Aside quality, what makes your product stand out?
Our products stand out mainly in the customer service that we do. We not only offer highly reputable brands in Ghana, as well as at all our other branches in the Middle East. We offer highly reputable brands, but we also offer after sales support. So if somebody comes to us and they buy, let's say, a tap or a WC, and after about a month or two it's not functioning properly or something's not right, we're here. We're here to help them. We're here to address any concerns they have. In most cases, it tends to be a small tweak in the installation process. Maybe their installer did something wrong, but we have the experience to explain that to them and not just turn our backs on them after they paid the money. And that's something we've never done before, nor will we ever do. Customer comes to us, he's a customer for life. It's not I buy today and I'll come back in 10 years for another set of WCs or tiles. Or tile.
So those extra services, do they come at an extra cost, or it's actually free?
It's actually free. It's actually free. So if a customer has any issues or has questions or has concerns about certain products, even many of our customers, they come back for upgrades. They come back for upgrades after seeing some stuff in an advertisement on TV or in a magazine or in like a magazine such as yours or an interior design magazine. They'll see something unique and they'll say, you know what, let me change this out and get something different, higher end. So it comes from a design aspect and or a product aspect.
Okay, in the near future, what's the expansion like?
Right now we're expanding into Côte d'Ivoire. We're expanding into Côte d'Ivoire, and over the next hopefully 8 years we'll be in a total of about 6 to 7 West African countries. and we're also considering other locations within Ghana. Now we hear that Kumasi is a growing market. Kumasi is a growing market, so we're considering. We considered Kumasi a few years back, but at the time it wasn't where we thought it would be viable to operate up there. But we constantly revisit different markets within Ghana and see how things are going. Right now we have the branch here on Spintex Road, which is our main branch, and then we have two other outlets. We have one in Dawinia, and we have one in Dome, which is an outlet shop, not a main showroom like this one.
What are some of the challenges you've had to deal with?
Some of the challenges we had to deal with is in some cases having to directly compete with cheap, inexpensive, and low quality products, where customers come to us. They always say compare apples to apples. Okay, some people come in, they don't compare apples to apples, but in their mind they're comparing apples to apples. So they bring something from China and compare it with something from Europe and say, why is your price more? Things like that. So we always explain to them the difference in quality, the difference in design, the difference in overall cost of manufacturing specific products. So that would be one of the challenges, and also another challenge would be the installers that you have here in Ghana. They don't have, or I want to say the majority of them, not all of them, but the majority of them, they don't have the technical expertise to know how to install updated products. They don't go through training as they should, or as installers do overseas in the U.S. or in the U.K. They over in those countries, they have organizations that focus on installation. They have organizations that do annual numerous times throughout the year training sessions for updating installers on how to install specific products, or how to approach a project in a certain manner depending on the products that are going in it. So mainly in our line of business, it's the installation aspect that becomes somewhat challenging when you're introducing new products and updated technology.
Well, the first challenge you stated, it had to do with clients' reluctance to purchase your products because they consider it too expensive in comparison to other products they get from elsewhere. So would you in any way compromise and have products where anyone and everyone can buy?
We actually do have those types of products, but we don't compromise on quality. Hi-Flo never compromises on quality. I'll give you the best quality you can for the money that you want to pay. In other words, we have a brand of our own called Tredex. Tredex is our own brand that Sarah owns, our mother company it owns. It's called Tredex. And it's manufactured in Asia. And I say Asia, not China, because some of it's manufactured in China, some of it's in Malaysia, and some of it's manufactured in Thailand. So we have different suppliers for various products that we offer. But like I said, those products are all manufactured to meet standards in the US and in Europe, because over there you have standard boards. You have the American standard testing methods that they do, or ASTM, and you also have the European norms that even if wherever the product is manufactured, it has to pass certain tests in order to enter the European Union and or the US market. So our Tredex products, since we have a market over in those markets, since we sell to those markets, our quality has to be meeting those standards. And when it comes to our operation in Ghana and later on in Cote d'Ivoire, we're not going to compromise on that. We buy from the same suppliers, the same product, the same quality, and it's shipped to Ghana versus Europe or the US. So we never compromise quality. We maintain the highest quality, but being products sourced from Asia, the price is slightly lower than that of Europe and the US. So we have, that's what I was saying before, we cater to different levels. We cater to the medium and the high level. So if someone comes in, they want less expensive than the European brands, we offer them Tredex, and in 7 years now operating, we haven't had any complaints with any of our Tredex products. So
Do you cater to real estate companies as well?
definitely. We cater to real estate companies, developers, architects, contractors, plumbers, tilers, all different aspects of the business.
What are some of the real estate companies you supply to?
We've supplied to Clifton Homes. We have supplied to Taysec. We have supplied to Micheletti. And these are just some of the names that off the top of my head right now. So I mean, we cater to Primrose Properties. We cater to a lot of other development companies. So yes.
What should the Ghanaian market expect from you in the next year or two?
We're always innovating. We're always bringing in new products. We're always looking at different sectors of the market to expand into. So we always keep our eye open for innovative products. So we definitely introduce innovative products as time moves on. And since we promote brands that are top notch in their industry, they're the ones who offer the highest technology in the industry, and we as their distributor in these countries, we are proud to bring the new products into Ghana and later on into all of West Africa. So that goes for Grohi, that goes for Villeroy and Boch, that goes for Pavigres, all these different designs and technologies and new perspectives on the products are brought into Ghana just as if they're brought into any European market or any US market.
As part of the innovation which you stated, would you consider veering off into different businesses aside sanitary products?
Well, we've been in the distribution of building materials in this sector for the last 50 years. This year we celebrate our 50th anniversary. I told you in the beginning we were established in 1967 in Saudi Arabia, and we're now 2017. So that gives us our 50th anniversary. So we've in the past we focused on these certain segments that we currently work in, and right now we have some plans to possibly introduce some LEED certified products. If you're familiar with LEED certified products, it stands for Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design. It's eco-friendly products, be it from tile to taps, water consumption, energy saving products. Like for example, water heaters. When you sell water heaters, the amount of power that they consume to heat up the water, all of those products, the manufacturers themselves, who we represent, they're innovating those products, and we're bringing them to Ghana in an effort to expand their reach in the African market.
Okay, thank you very much, David.
Thank you.
Do I speak